the next piece that Neo's going to be playing for you is by a composer that I'm sure you're all very familiar with, Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. This is the Allegro from Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik. Those of you who don't know, Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik translates to a little night music, even though we're here just past 12 o'clock in the afternoon. But it was an example of one of Mozart's serenades. Serenades were these pieces meant for just light entertainment, but it's interesting how this melody from this Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik has survived over hundreds of years now, and we still hear it to this day. It was originally written for string quartets or a small string chamber orchestra, but Fred Kern, who coordinates the class piano program at University of North Texas, he composed this arranged this arrangement for piano that's appropriate for young students like Neo to experience this classical piece at the piano. So I hope you enjoyed Neo's performance of the Allegro from Eine, Kleine, Nachtmusik by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Digital piano technology has come a really far way, and this Yamaha Clavinova piano both feels and also sounds very much like an acoustic piano. You get a lot of the same experience. But in addition to that, there's also a bank of hundreds of different sounds that the musician has access to, such as drums, strings, brass, and woodwind instruments. And this is a program that you see. The program that you see here on screen is a program that I use with a lot of my students. It's called Home Concert Extreme. And when you load in MIDI files or pieces that your students are working on, it can display the music in tangible music notation, so you can actually follow along with the music that Neo is playing here. You'll also notice there's a virtual keyboard that any keys that Neo strikes at Clavinova will be lit up on the screen, so you get a different perspective of his performance in that regards. Also, the study of piano, it's a lot of times it's a very solitary experience. Unlike other disciplines in music, where in band and orchestra you get to play with other musicians in that context, not a lot of times pianists get to play with other musicians, and this program allows us to simulate that experience for young pianists such as Neo. So underneath here, you're going to hear the backup band for this particular piece, which is called Doo-Wop Ditty. What I love about this program is whenever Neo plays louder, the backup band will play louder. Whenever he plays softer, then the backup band will play softer according to his playing. So he has control over the musicians that are going on in the background. It'd be interesting to hear all the different instruments that you hear going on in the background. This is Doo-Wop Ditty by Phillip Keveren. It's kind of an homage to old rock and roll tunes, so might bring back some memories for some of us there. So this is by Neo Ajero. going to be playing for you is entitled Rhapsody by Jennifer Linn. Jennifer Linn is a terrific composer who lives in St. Louis, Missouri, and she's been kind of following Neo on Facebook a little bit. It's interesting getting some tips and advice from her on this Rhapsody piece. Rhapsody is in a bit of a more of a classical style that Jennifer Linn has composed this piece in. So rather than the drum set, saxophone, and bass guitar, electric guitar going on in the background, you'll hear a more traditional orchestral accompaniment, such as a string section, brass, woodwinds, and your standard orchestral percussion instruments going along, which gives students like Neo the opportunity to get what it feels like to play as a featured soloist in a concerto with an orchestra. So I hope you enjoy his performance of Rhapsody by Jennifer Linn.